My Dress Up Darling Season 2 recently finished airing, and after 3 years of waiting, I decided to binge that shit in a day. And that shit was so peak. It had me cry like Tamaki when Shinra saved her. Absolute cinema. From the animation to the soundtrack, this ending is peak, by the way, and I'll die on this hill. The new character additions, shout out Femboy of the Year Amane. He even had my ass confused talking about some
僕男なので
but got a bigger rack than Violet Myers on his IG. Yeah, I.
北川この人紹介してくれ
いいけど天音さん男だよ
That's what I'm saying! Even had the JJK merchant, Noah SXC 16, can't forget the 16, swiping up on my story. There is zero way that's a guy. How do I tell you, little bro?
胸どうやったんですか
おっぱいは装備できるから加工じゃないよ
装備
よかったら今からどう見に行くおっぱい
Yeah, don't mind me. I'm booking a flight to Thailand ASAP, no Rocky. Gojo's character development was also very peak this season. Glad to see that he's slowly coming out of his shell. My favorite moments being him realizing that there's people that won't view his obsession for Hina dolls as weird and not letting his experience with Nobara define him. And him conquering his social anxiety by doing Marin's makeup in front of his class. Just look at this nigga, dog. He was locked in. Somehow, in just 24 episodes, Gojo managed to have better character development than Kazuya. I like to cuck myself longer than the entirety of Solo Leveling, Kinoshita. My favorite new addition of the cast is none other than Akira. Peep the jacket, the slick hair, even the way she chef up them Marlboros is tough, but don't let her looks deceive you, cause she's just like all of us when it comes to she's a Marin Kitagawa stan at the grown age of 20. She's just like me for real! She's so deep in, she doesn't even address her as Marin, but the princess instead. So imagine how hard her heart is beating in the presence of her, let alone take a picture. She's so deep in, they had to give her a personal caretaker. The look Shinju giving her the same look people give me for liking Netspin. That white boy tough though, y'all gonna see the vision one day. The way Akira views Marin is the same way me and many people around the world view her. Bunny Girl Senpai, Fragrant Flower, and Call of the Night all airing during the same season, yet the Dress Up Darling stands alone as the honored one. I don't care what this ranking says, Marin is still number one. Momo don't count since she got the shonen stimmy. Mai died. Nazuna deserves crime. Karuko Kana a vibe. Marin in 5. Fuck nigga.
There's nowhere to hide. Sweet, sweet, you're so sweet. Come on, settle our lives. Sweet, sweet, you're so sweet. I'll always be there for you. Sweet, sweet, you're so sweet. In the best and worst times, you can be my sweetest time.
To understand why everyone loves Marin so much, we have to go back to her introduction. We all have that one obsession that seems a bit odd. For some, it might be a favorite idol, that one parasocial ship, a guy that likes shoujo anime, an obsession with femboys, or maybe you're like me and got in too deep with the Dream SMP lore and you're a huge Technoblade fan and want to be just like him growing up.
Back to another episode of Sky Wars, the only game I'm good at.
This is Wakana Gojo. Throughout his life, he's lived in isolation out of fear of people calling him weird due to his obsession with Hina dolls. Because
flashback.
Oh my gosh, this is it, my magnum opus. She's so cute.
I told you to stop fucking with the minors, David.
Actually, my name is Gojo.
Gojo, there ain't nothing honorable about you. Stop being obsessed with them little girls, you weirdo.
But I'm 10 years old.
End of flashback.
Shorty was low-key onto something. The way he treats his dolls, you'd think they're his children, but who am I to judge? I treat Sonic and Luffy the exact same way.
I'm Sonic. Sonic the Gum-Gum-No! Hot-Gat-Talinga!
Little did Gojo know his life was about to change forever. What's that one quote Kanye sampled again? Beautiful, naked, big-titted women don't just fall out the sky, you know? This nigga is in disbelief. Bro's used to being in contact with female dolls, but this, the real deal. She even went out of her way to wipe the ink off his arm. But unlike him, Marin is popular, cheerful, and always at the center of attention. There's no way he could ever have a chance with someone who lives in the exact opposite world as him. Little did he know. He ends up going home, but a sewing machine ends up breaking down, leaving him pondering at night. He was even hitting the anime MC hand stare, but he comes up with a great solution: to just use the school sewing machine until he has enough money to afford a new one. What can possibly go wrong? He ends up dropping his doll, and you think this nigga got spidey sense. I know he can move like this. He talks to his dolls like she's a person, just to see Marin giving him the death stare. It was at this moment that he knew he fumbled the bag.
何それ。
終わった。
Lillard, long range three.
Big! It's good! Wakana Gojo at the buzzer! Marin is insanely impressed by Gojo's sewing skills. She then proceeds to change her clothes in order to show him an outfit she was working on. As soon as she shows she's trying to look like her waifu, that's when Gojo unlocked the achievement: never judge a book by its cover. She starts expressing her love for cosplay because it allows her to truly express how much she loves her favorite characters, and Gojo is simply in awe. How can a girl be so bad yet such a nerd at the same time? It's simple, gang. Open up TikTok, search up Bleach Girl cosplays, and your entire world will be flipped upside down. Marin proceeds to grab Gojo's hands and ask if he could help her achieve her dream of becoming a cosplayer. This is the first girl to ever treat him as an actual person. Even if she's low-key using him, there ain't no universe in hell where he was declining that offer. And from this day forward, this is the story of how Wakana Gojo helped Marin Kitagawa become the world's #1 cosplayer.
Hey you, are you tired of not being able to go to sleep because you can't stop thinking about your imaginary girlfriend? Well, thankfully, this video is sponsored by Manta Sleep.
These masks are so good that even if the glorious sunshine LeBron Raymond James Sr. was next to you, you would still see pitch black, straight bull. And to add the cherry on top, they come in many different variations. There's a cool mask, a steamy heat mask, a silk mask, and the one I'm wearing is the new gen sleep mask. This Jean got built-in Bluetooth speakers with immersive sound, so now you can effortlessly fall asleep listening to some girlfriend ASMR for the full imaginary girlfriend experience.
Use code Munchie or click the link pinned in the comments for 10% off your order, and thank you for Manta Sleep for sponsoring this video. And I deadass can't see shit, I'm not even trolling, I'm just looking at bullshit right now.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
Probably the biggest reason everyone loves Marin is due to her dynamic with Gojo, and that's because most people watching this show are losers. You're a loser, I'm a loser, we're all losers, wishing we were in Gojo's position.
Even you, Jordan, I know your ass in denial right now.
All trolls aside, Marin's dynamic with Gojo is what makes her shine. Like Gojo said, she lives in the exact opposite world as him. The first time she ever visits his house, it's hilarious yet realistic that his heart is beating faster than Toji left Megami, because he never thought he could get this far, and quite frankly, he doesn't know what the fuck he doing. Just look at how he falls back from her being in his face. Mance is terrified. Marin's here so that Gojo can get her measurements, but she can't just get naked. Shout out Shay, this song's a banger. So she decides to Naturally, Gojo starts freaking out, but Marin is too much of an innocent goober to realize Gojo's trying his hardest to not pull a Kazuya. People love to say the show has pointless fan service, which yeah, it does. But this moment in particular is funny as fuck, since it's the most comedic way to display the dynamic. A popular high school girl who's used to getting looked at and simply just wants to get her measurements versus a man fighting his inner demons. This nigga Gojo was so scared of being seen with a bad bitch that he spent a whole day basically playing hide and seek with her. Marin may seem like she's an emotionally inept person who only knows how to have fun through intentional teasing. I mean shit, she literally hyped up Gojo's talent at bringing any character to life through his cosplays just to hit him with a one-liner. That couldn't be farther from the truth. After spending a whole day out together, looking for last minute materials in order to complete their first cosplay, Marin and Gojo go on a late night walk, and Marin shows him some of her favorite cosplays, claiming that they're gorgeous. But Gojo doesn't say a word, and that's because ever since he laid his eyes on that one Hina doll, words such as gorgeous, beautiful, and pretty became associated with very special things to him. So it's hard for him to say something is just gorgeous. And Marin's just like, cool story, bro. Anyways, the cosplay event is like 2 weeks, so make sure to have my shit ready by then. Bye.
2週間後
Why you do that? That's my guy! Without even intending to, Marin gaslit Gojo into making his first ever costume within such a short amount of time. She basically turned him into a MAPPA worker. He ends up working himself out to essentially the brink of death just because he knows how important this cosplay is to Marin. And after showing her the finished product, instead of smiling in joy, she notices Gojo's face is off and realizes the pain she put him through and begins to break down. Turns out she actually is capable of showing empathy towards others. She may seem like the type of high school girl to just post thirst traps on TikTok all day, but when her dream was on the verge of becoming reality, instead of just being selfish and taking the costume for herself, she instead sheds tears for mentally hurting someone she barely even knows. It was at this moment that I was like, you know what? You alright, TikTok girl? This is it. She had finally achieved her dream, and not only was she able to cosplay for the first time, but she was able to do it by becoming the character she loved the most. Y'all niggas think I'm capping, but she literally has a birthday celebration for Chizuku with Gojo in season 2. This weeb shit gets serious. Her first cosplay event ends up being a major success. For once in her life, she's able to truly express her nerdy interests surrounded by people just like her. There's no way she could ever go back to living a normal life. But little did she know, on that train ride back, her life was about to change forever.
北川さん、とても綺麗でした。俺にとって綺麗は特別なものに対する言葉になって、心から思った時でないと言えないと言いますか。
The main reason why we all love Marin, besides being such a brash, happy, free-going gal, when it comes to Gojo-kun, she's a shy lovebird. It's gotten to a point where she can't even be in close contact with him without feeling the need to flee. She gets extremely excited that Gojo invited her to his crib, and is visibly sad when she finds out it's just cause he's disappointed in the outfit he's making.
なんだ、私完全に。
Stop! What do you mean by that?
Matter of fact, the first time Gojo ever came to Marin's spot, it was almost as if she was gonna pass out every time she glanced at him. There is no need to be doing these sound cues. Like, is you ovulating? The best showcase of the side of Marin has to be during the infamous sleepover. And no, not the Maple Star version. And if you want to know my thoughts on that, all I gotta say is sensational. Gojo is currently over at Marin's place so that they can pregame their next group cosplay. But as soon as Gojo is about to leave, he finds out that his train has been delayed, so Marin allows him to stay at her place for the night. Obviously, Gojo starts tweaking as he feels like this is a line that he shouldn't cross. They go shopping for some late night snacks, and he stumbles upon every gamer's favorite item, the good old Monster Energy. His plan is simple: get that good old caffeine rush and spend the whole night on the game, so mentally it'll feel like he's just spending a day gaming instead of sleeping over at a girl's house. But Marin walks into something else.
必要なの揃った？何見てんの？
Are we doing it? Marin's freak is finally matched.
They arrive back at Marin's place, and she's going the extra mile in order to impress Gojo. Hops in the shower and puts on the most pretty undergarments she can find. She starts fantasizing about all the possibilities, proceeds to start freaking out, and passes out from overexhaustion. She wakes up and sees Gojo on top of her and tells him to wait. No worries, Marin. We staying on the game tonight! Marin wakes up talking about he didn't do nothing to me. We don't play around with consent on this channel, Miss Kitagawa-san. In a world where everyone wants to just be like Ricardo and shoot their shots at ABGs all day, knowing damn well they don't stand a chance with them, thanks to the... Oh! Blocked by the Oxford theory. The generic looking white boy wins again. We gotta remember our roots, man. Before niggas was degrading themselves for Valorant e-girls.
You know what? Open your fucking mouth and put a fucking sock in it and never talk again. Okay, I'm so glad you did that.
We was out there fighting in wars for our wives. But now niggas try to find the love of their life on Hinge so they can have their favorite anime girl in real life.
Okay, I gotta get out of here before I get a boner!
Have no fear though, my dear viewer. Whenever you start feeling as if you'll never meet your soulmate, just remember there's 4 billion women on this earth that you still clicked on this video because you're somewhat infatuated with a 2D character. You thought I was gonna say there's hope, buddy. You're finished. Just hang it up. There's no way out of this one. On some real shit though, even though this show might seem like a goon fest from the outside, this is one of the very few romance anime that actually be making me want to scream like Akira. The characters are so welcoming, the animation is otherworldly, and most importantly, it shows how opposites do indeed attract. And it's crazy to say how the best is yet to come. I finished the manga, and let's just say that ending hashtag healed me, bruh. Studio Cloverworks, adapt the rest of the My Dress Up Darling manga, and my life is yours. This anime is the most peak of peaks, and I hope all you boys can one day find your own Marin Kitagawa.
Yo, make sure to sub and hit the motherfucking bell if you haven't already, because we only 2K subs off 100K. We actually less than that. That is crazy. I'm gonna try to stream it if it happens during the day, so deadass make sure to press that noti bell so you can top in the stream. It's gonna be a monumental moment, bro, no bat. And quick update, because motherfuckers been spamming me. DANDADAN 2 is in the works, and I'm gonna aim at posting 3 videos. Sonic Riders video also out. Well, not out, but like it's in the works, but it's not gonna be out this month, I'm not gonna lie. That shit probably gonna be this November, not December, my bad, November. Yeah, bruh, watch out for 2 other more videos this month. I love y'all niggas, man. See ya!